New on AM Extra, Pride Northwest released this year's 2023 Portland Pride Parade details and this year's Grand Marshal.
Yeah, the drag community will lead the Pride Parade when it rolls through downtown Portland on July 16th. And joining us live with more is Executive Director with Pride Northwest, Deborah Porta. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Doing just great.
Doing well. Thanks for joining us.
Tell us how you feel about drag performers being named as Marshal.
Well, it makes total sense for us. Drag is an integral part of our community and the history of our community. And drag performers, drag artists have been on the forefront of advocating for our rights, caring for our people during the AIDS crisis and beyond, serving our houseless folks. It's a no-brainer for us.
At this time, Deb, when we are seeing drag, trans folks, other queer folks under attack around the country, why is it so important to take this stand to be more visible here in Oregon?
Well, it's our visibility that takes us forward. The folks who don't approve of our right to exist do everything they can to make us invisible, to make us less seen, to make us go back into hiding. And we can't do that. So it is really important for us to be visible, to lift up the people in our community who represent us, who bring us joy, and who honor who we are as people.
Is there anyone in particular that will take the lead? How will you choose the ones who are actually in the parade?
So we're still doing that a little bit, but it's actually going to be a collection of folks. We have invited a diverse group of performers. Specifically, honestly, some of that is ruled by how many vehicles we have available to us. But we're going to have 20 plus performers, including a group of youth performers as well that we've been working with and part of our programming.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's not a single performer that will take the lead, so to speak, because we really want to lift up the diversity and how broad that community is.
That's very cool. And we should mention we're talking to you here during June, during Pride Month, but this year Portland's Pride Parade and Festival is happening in July. So let's just kind of recap that decision to move those dates and how that's going to affect celebrations this year.
Moving to July is something we've wanted to do for a really long time. No matter how much back-end work we do to build bridges across communities, across our various identities, in June, typically when Pride falls, which is all based on Memorial Day, we almost always overlapped with Juneteenth and the Delta Park Powwow. And whether we have relationships or not, we don't have time to literally do things together. And so that's a big motivator for us to move to a different date so that we can actively support each other and support each other's events, which is happening this year. The other very important reason is we're really limited in January, as we call it, in terms of how accessible we can make the waterfront park grounds. When they get wet, when they're muddy, we can't do anything. We're not allowed to do anything to the grounds. Moving to July with a much better chance of better weather, we will this year for the first time be laying down accessibility mobility device pathways across the park to increase the accessibility of the festival, because that's been an issue for a long time.
Deborah Porta, congratulations, and we're looking forward to the Pride Parade. We appreciate you being here with us from Pride Northwest.
Thanks for having me.
And happy Pride Month, Deb. Good to talk with you. All month long, KOIN 6 and AM Extra are going beyond Pride, diving into the issues facing the LGBTQ+ community, as well as the victories. Those stories and other resources are available right now on KOIN.com/Pride. And be sure to watch our Beyond Pride special. It's airing next Wednesday at 7 p.m. on KOIN 6.